What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel for another episode in the 3 to T series where I'm attempting to play every single course within GSPro by playing 3 holes per course, the 1st, the 9th, and the 18th. As for this video, we are playing the club at Ravenna, Ravenna, I think maybe, in Littleton, Colorado. This one is not only designed by, but comes courtesy of Mashi. So Mashi it was really cool. I almost feel a little bit starstruck. The big course designer stumbled across one of my videos and gave me a couple courses to play. So I just played 2 others that he gave me. This is the 3rd and final one today. Taking a lot of swings today. Getting kind of a bit colder here. Leaves are coming down, the breeze is picking up, fatigue is creeping in, so may call it quits after this one, may play one more, which oddly enough was another course designer that gave me something. But major shout out to Mashi for the request, designing these awesome courses for us to play. And the way the series works is, like I mentioned, trying to play every single course within GSPro, 3 holes per course, and for the videos that I post from Monday to Sunday, whatever video gets the most amount of views, I come out and do a full 18-hole live stream. So, funny enough, Mashi saw my Sanctuary 3 to T video. He commented on it. That video happened to get the most amount of views for that week. So earlier today, I was out here and I did a full 18 holes at Sanctuary, which was an abysmal round. Awesome course. Terrible job by me by playing it. Maybe you guys will stumble across that, the replay of it, but we got a day full of Mashi courses back here. So let's see what we're working with here. First hole, par 4, 320, a little bit more manageable. I play the furthest back tees like always. I'm getting kind of tired, sore, and fatigued, so I could benefit from playing a little bit further up, but we're sticking with the furthest back, and this is actually kind of a manageable par 4 distance for my skill level, but see what we're working with here. Up 8 yards. To me, this seems like we're still in the mountains of Colorado out here. To me, this seems like, I mean, that's an awesome house right there, too. To me, this seems like a little more of like a local country club type of feel based on this first hole. But let's see where we're going to aim here for this first tee shot. A little bit more open, which I like. 265, so we're kind of running out of space up here. I guess we'll go here, and hopefully I try my best to average about 265, but I actually almost benefit of hitting it a little bit less. I'm still going to hit driver, but real life, this could possibly be like a hybrid 3-wood type of hole off the tee box, but we'll see what we can do with the driver. It is up 8 yards, so that 265 rather goes down to about I don't know, 257. A little bit low in the face. Oh no, it's drawing. Kick it a little bit right. Had a 2-way miss going. Been drawing more than I've been massively mondo fading. Only swung it, like I said, with the fatigue, only swung it at 101.6, 149. I mean, we're in the fairway, so that was a decent drive. Wasn't really anticipating a negative 5.9 spin excess on that. I've been still trying to line up and play, ideally, play my baby fade. I've been trying to neutralize it. The problem is when I get into a real big habit in a prolonged period of trying to play the baby fade, I find myself way overdoing it, and I start losing them way right. So I'm trying to neutralize it a little bit, and finding myself playing baby draws, if not sizable draws, but at least I'm not hitting high, weak, spinny slices out to the right, I guess. Leaves us with 67 up 6 feet, which is 2 yards, so 69. Nice. 69 yards. It's going to come out right. We're on a downslope, so we'll aim here, and I think this were normal. I do want to double check. Again, all these rounds start to kind of blend together. What do we got? Yeah, normal greens, normal fairway. So I think that's 3 in a row here from Mashi with the... I always do the course recommended settings because that's kind of... I try to play these courses the way the designers set them up to be played. But I think that's 3 in a row here with normal greens and normal fairways. So just try to take that into account. Off the tee box, if they're, you know, firm or soft or whatever, that is what it is with the rollout. But really, these approach shots and chip shots around the green, you want to know if the greens are really firm and fast or a bit softer and slower to account for the rollout. But I'm thinking 62, 63, 64 yards of carry. So I'm going to hit the 56, and hopefully we can do that. That's got to go. I popped it up to the right. Not the best there. All right. Pin high, greenside bunker, 11 yards, 1 degree downslope. I don't love that. Ideally, I like being both here in real life, being on an upslope. It's a much easier bunker shot, but 1 degree isn't the worst thing in the world. It's going to come out right. We are short-sighted, which doesn't make it an easy shot. We're going to aim here to the left, 11 yards up 7 feet. So 2.5 yards, we're 13.5, and then 25% will be, call it another 2-3 yards. So we're in the neighborhood of about 15 total. So I'm going to hit 60 no matter what. I'm going to try to launch it pretty high and pretty soft, right in that neighborhood of 13, 14, 15. And hopefully be able to kind of drop it right into the bucket here. Alright, we got the set. Wasn't the cleanest strike in the world, but I've hit worse. We'll take the par for sure to start it off. Ideally, I'd like to be even, if not maybe a stroke or two under par, but the goal here is the even through the 3 holes. So brings us to the second hole, 9th hole, par 3, 223, down 8. So we've got 215. See what we're working with the flyover. Wow. Talk about a daunting par 3. Obviously, I'm not doing myself any favors by playing the furthest back tees, but can't imagine standing over this tee shot from the furthest back tees. Granted, I guess, I always just do my 2000 basically standard elevation or altitude, just because with my Garmin ever since I had it, the longer clubs in my bag, up until about pitching wedge 9 irons pretty good. 8 irons where I start to see a little bit of a drop off throughout the rest of my bag with the longer clubs distance wise. So I use 2000 just to get my longer clubs back up to where I see the distances I do on course. But all that to say, out here in Colorado, I'm sure this course has a pretty crazy altitude if I was playing it straight up. So I guess that would help on a long par 3 like this. What are we going to hit is the question. So we're going to aim out here, give myself a lot of room for a fade, and we got out of bounds along the right. Honestly, I might even go a little bit further left. So we'll go there. I guess we'll tee up a 5 iron. I'm not sure fatigue and the way I'm hitting it today, it's quite going to get there, but we're going to try it. Teed up on a water bottle cap, which I like using for nice little broken tee height. Shout out to Smoke Sim Golf for the idea. Felt like a decent enough strike. It is fading. Go. Just a little bit short. Don't quite. Oh, we got to bounce up. Alright, I think we'll have a short little chip maybe. I just don't quite have the distance there today, especially this far into the day. But we got 215. Granted, that was with the downslope. But that felt like a decent enough strike. I wasn't displeased with that. It's just the ball's not going quite as far as it was earlier today and primetime golf season. It's about... It was supposed to get up to about 65 to 70. Right now, it probably feels closer to about 55 maybe later in the day. But basically, 30, possibly 40 degrees cooler than primetime golf season here in New England for the summer. But leaves us with 9 yards. We're in the fairway. It's going to come out right. Well, it's going to come out right, but the green's sloping that way, so maybe I don't need to go quite that much. Maybe we'll go there, split the difference. 9 yards total, so 5 or 6 yards, maybe 7, but probably about 5 or 6 yards of carry, which puts me right at the bottom of the net. The center stripe line here from the mat to the very bottom of the net is 15 feet, so that's right in the neighborhood of 5 yards. So that's what I'm looking for, just right in this general area, having the ball come down right towards the bottom of the net. Thinned it a little bit and it came out left, but such a delicate shot. Maybe I didn't hover or ground the club quite enough behind it. No read from the Garmin, so we get a free mulligan out of it. I think that would have been fine, possibly on the longer left side of the inner circle, but we get a second chance at it. Should be better. Maybe just a tad short. Yeah, we got it in there, but that came down maybe 6-8 inches. That hit like right here. That came down a little bit before the net, but it was close enough. What did we get from the Garmin there? So I read it at 4.3. Yeah, so I don't know, close enough. I use that, just the bottom of the net, as kind of a marker for those short little chip shots. Gives me an idea of where to aim, how hard to hit it, those kind of things. But another par, so we're even through two. Brings us to the third and final hole, which is the 18th, a par 5, 588. What are we working with? No man's land over to the right. There are some Mondo, seemingly Mondo, multi-million-dollar mansions here. I don't know if that was like a little... Ooh, what are those, fireworks? That's cool. I've never seen that before. I saw, what do they have? What's that, Riverwalk Skills Challenge they have fireworks? Never seen fireworks on a course, though, before. That's cool. Mashie never ceases to amaze me. Unless, what I was saying about the houses, unless Mashie put a little bit of a designer's touch on making these houses a little more bigger and impressive. This seems, if these houses are accurate, these are really, really nice, really, really big, multi-million-dollar houses on the golf course here. But let's focus on the shots. We got a big old dogleg right, 587 down 27. Tough to tell how much of the 27 is off the tee, but I did aim left. I guess we'll go. I guess we'll go down the middle, considering I've been having this kind of two-way miss draw when I'm trying to fade a type of swing. I guess we'll go there and see what happens. Maybe if Mashie made it this far through the video, he can let us know down in the comments if he added some square footage to some of these houses, or if that's actually what they are in real life here. No right or wrong answer, I'm just curious. Still, oh, come on. Another no read from the Garmin. That was hit better. It was a tad low on the face, I was about to say. Still a little bit low on the face, but that was out of the middle. I can see the ball imprint of where that hit. That was right out of the center, just like a couple millimeters low. That would have been just fine. However, unfortunately, another no read, so we got to do that again, and hopefully I can hit something. I would have been very happy with that result. We're going to try to do that again. Oh, and that's low and Healy. I'm sure that one will read. Would have much rather the first one, but at least we're seemingly in the fairway. That's tough. One, those no reads kind of take you out of the round a little bit because you're hitting the same shot again, which you wouldn't usually be. Most of it doesn't happen all the time, and most of the time it doesn't happen, but obviously in real life you try to figure out a shot, commit to a line, type of swing, all that stuff, and you want to just kind of go with that and let it fly. But when you have to kind of redo it again, kind of takes you out of it a little bit. And unfortunately, sometimes the mulligans, the free mulligans from the no read, sometimes I hit it so bad it benefits me. But on that one, I hit this second drive significantly worse than that first one. But it is what it is. Smaller sample size here with the 3 holes, but what I generally say is the lucky breaks and the unlucky breaks across 9 or 18 holes usually even themselves out. So. All right, 262 on that somehow. 215 from the Garmin. We must have got some nice downslope on that. And we got, that was about 25 yards of rollout. 309. It's telling me to hit 3-wood, which I guess I'm going to do. Kind of been in the doghouse lately, but we'll try it. Pretty low and thin, but should be straight enough. That'll work just fine. Swung at 99, 142 ball speed, 226 from the Garmin, 244 in the game, 268 on the rollout. Can't say that too often with 3-wood off the deck. All right, what a cool finishing shot here. We got fireworks going over right in the middle of the fairway. This is awesome. See if we can put something relatively close here. So 49 by the looks of it. We're right smack dab, about as close to the middle of the fairway as I can get. Down just shy of 3 yards, but pretty darn close, a couple inches away from 3 yards. So 46 it is. We are on a downslope. It's going to come out a little bit right. So aim here. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mashy, but the downslope means it's going to launch a little bit lower and it's going to run out a little bit more when it hits, versus the upslope going to launch a little bit higher, land a little bit softer. So it's kind of an in-between number for me here. I like being closer towards 50 yards, 50 to like 75 with my 56. Right here, we need, so 46 total, probably in the neighborhood of 40 to 43 of carry and let it roll out a little bit. I guess we'll try the 56, but again, it's kind of an in-between. I don't love being undecided into these shots, especially we're in a really good spot here, hitting 3 into this par 5, so I would like to put this inside the inner circle and squeak out a bird, but let's, I guess, try to put a good, basically 40-yard swing here. 40 yards worth of carry, or I guess, yeah, carry total, same thing, but 40 yards, let it roll out a little bit with the 56. We'll see. Pushed it a little bit. Go! Do we get it on the green? Alright. We got a par. It was close to being a bird. And I was thinking over that shot. Obviously, I know the carry and the total is not the same, but with the slope and the downslope and all that kind of stuff, I try to just like pick a number that I'm trying to hit it to and then account for some rollout and the rest of that stuff. So I know that probably didn't make the most sense when I said that. But from the club at Ravenna, it's actually spelled different than what I have written down. This has Ravenna. I wrote down or on the course you've seen on GSPro has RAV, and I have REVENNA. Either way, golf club at Ravenna in Littleton, Colorado. Course designer and the requester is Mashy. Major shout out to Mashy. Ended up with a even par 3 holes. So par on the first, we got a par 4. Par on 9, which is a par 3, and a par on 18, which is a par 5. We were pretty close getting a birdie there, but take a look at the stats. 3 pars, not much to look at besides that. 262 average drive, they're basically about the same. 4 putts, 1 sand save, about 21 minutes. Only 1 out of 3 greens in regulation, 2 out of 2 fairways. I like that fairway metric better than the greens in regulation. I think the 13.2, that's been staying there from these 3 holes. That was the handicap of the 18 holes I did for a live stream on Sanctuary before, so you guys can get an idea of how bad that was. But I think because I'm only playing the 3 holes, it's just like sticking to whatever the last full round was. So I think that's why it's a little bit messed up. But there you have it. Shout out to Mashy, another 3 to T in the books. Goes for Mashy or anyone else, any other course designers, anyone that's just watching. If you Google SGT courses, there's a website, short for Simulator Golf Tour. I believe that's what it stands for, but SGT courses, there's a separate standalone website that has a big map, and it shows you every single course that's available within GSPro. So all that to say, Mashy included or everyone else, if you have any course requests you'd like to see me play back here as part of the series, just give me the name of the course, the location down in the comments, and preferably just a little bit of background information of why you want me to play it. Whether it's your home course, you played there in the past, you want to play there in the future, if it's a course across the world that you've always been on your bucket list to travel to, whatever the course may be. I just like writing down some background information and relaying it for other people that may be watching the video. But I'm going to wrap this one up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to Mashy, and see you guys in the next course.